Okay, here we go again. We have an 11B. Galaxy DX11B belongs to Trouble in Champaign-Urbana area. We've done an amp for him once already. Now he sent us in to get a Turbo DX conversion. Now usually that would entail we put a 30 amp switch mode power supply in this area. We would normally remove all this, but we didn't do that on this one because due to the location of the switch bank over here for the front switches, it's a little longer than on the current models. So when we ran into this one, it kind of made it a little bit of a problem. But I got to look in here, and Ranger was kind enough to supply us with a nice, healthy power supply transformer for this unit. But I don't think they tapped all the goodie out of it. So we went ahead and did just that instead of gutting it and putting a bigger power supply in it. We're going to go ahead and see. We want to see what we can get out of this, and it works. So what we did was we took the original out and put a pair of matched. We put two instead of a single matched transistors in the regulator back here on the regulator board. Then put some heavier wire in to wire all this up here. And then when we wired our add-on power board, our Stinger boards, whatever you guys want to call them, we actually utilized both sides of the switch here. So one side of the switch runs the radio, and the other side of the switch runs the add-on power, which is now, you see part of it right there, mounted inside the bottom of the radio. You'll notice there's no extra silliness, no extra nothing on this radio outside it except what you are supposed to see. So, the other thing we did, we're going to stop putting these standby switches for these things on the front of the radios, guys. We're going to start putting them all back here. Stinger board on, add-on power on, Turbo DX power off, whatever you want to call it. Your XP power. Now, this being a 3-final radio, when you guys look in here, there's two models of this. There's one where there's a driver and only this final, and then you'll see models that don't have this transistor here. This is technically what's called a dual final radio. It's these two. Okay, this one's always there. That's your driver. It's always going to be there no matter what. So don't see these two in there and go, oh, it's a dual final radio. No, it's not. 3 across is a dual final radio. This radio swings about 30 watts on its own recognizances, and then we're going to see what happens when we turn the Stinger board on. But anyway, what we did was, first of all, we had the transistors over here and get this done. And then over here on the driver board, on the regulator board, way down in here, we upgraded that to one step heavier. I'm always telling you guys, you can't add anything back here if you don't make this healthy. So we started here, we made this healthier, and when we installed our Stinger board, we added this cap over here, another 10,000 mic. Now, this one over here you guys are all used to seeing. And a lot of guys don't realize that this one is actually on the voltage line that is being regulated. This is 23 volts across this cap over here. Okay? And it is supplying cleanliness and stiffness to these regulators for the rest of the unit. What we did was we took that cap, another one of those caps, and we've added it to the secondary side of the supply. So we didn't just chain it in or parallel it with this one over here. This one's on the other side of the supply, keeping the 14.1, whatever we set it at, keeping that stiff. So when that board down in there keys down, none of this freaks out. So that's how we did his power supply on this one. It's a little more work than doing it with a switch mode, but I think this one came out pretty nice. Now let's get to the power. Just shut the switch off. Go up to our trusty 100-watt slug. Okay. Now we're going to shut our mic gain off. Switch it down. This is regular radio power. It's a 2-watt dead key. Okay. That's just enough to go ahead and drive a nice external low drive amplifier, if he has one. Okay. Now, mic gain open, basic power 30 watts. And something else I want you to notice on this radio. Look at the waveform. While you do have peaks, they're not square waving. It's still a nice audible wave. Now, everything's inside the radio. No hocus pocus, no extra nothing on this radio. We're going to go ahead, turn a Stinger board on, which is soon going to be our own add-on power boards that we're building. And then let's go back to the watt meter. Add-on power added on, turned on. Now that's what the added board on is, 4-watt dead key. But now here's the sick thing. If I turn the mic gain up, 75 from what, 646. So what we're going to do is, we've figured out the sweet spot on this one is RF power. Is right at 3 o'clock. So we set that at 3. The stinger board on. Audio. Can't hold the damn thing still. Audio. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, I'm getting here. My frequency display's freaking out. That's what it is. Okay. Gotta watch my equipment. Anyway. Audio. There it goes. That's AM. 10-watt dead key. That's 95 watts all day long on AM. Now on sideband we do throttle them down a little bit because this radio is really hot on sideband, and we don't want to overdrive the external PA module. Audio 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sideband peaks of 85 and 90. Okay, well now that's not, it's not 1,000,000 watts, guys. It's not meant to be 1,000,000 watts. This is now a nice universal driver radio. Okay? It's not made to get out there and be Superman all on its own. However, it will hold its own if you've got nothing else to run with it. The little add-on power modules, no, it's not made to make a crazy 100 watt, 200 watt. I got guys asking me if I can put 300 watts on their base. Why? You want anything more than 100 watts, rule around here is going to be from now on, it's got to be outside your radio. We're sticking with add-on power modules. We are no longer going to be sticking pill amps inside these radios. It's a bad idea. We tried it for a while. And like everything else, guys, when it's a bad idea, I'll try it. But if it's a bad idea, I'll tell you, no, we're not going to do that again. So we don't do that again. This is what we're doing now, and it works. The only thing that's going to be different is pretty soon there's going to be Mr. 409 and Triple Nickel have developed our own add-on power board. So we will no longer be carrying the RM Italy 203 for this conversion. That is going to get changed, and we are going to be doing our own boards. I got a prototype sitting up there, but I'm not going to let you look at it. Let's see the side of it there. That's all you're going to get. Teaser. Alright, so, Trouble, Champaign-Urbana, got a real nice Turbo DX radio. He can run his big amp with it, hit it low drive, or flip the stinger board on and just let him have it. Very nice radio. We appreciate him letting us do it. And we got another one popping up here pretty soon, so watch the videos, guys. Thanks a lot.